Hi guys, in this session we'll see about a few examples about HTML, and we'll see few HTML tags, and also for the people who are with the zero coding knowledge, they can able to understand the HTML tags with this session. Okay. I think I will go from the first. It would be useful for few things. Okay. So first, I will discuss about the header tags. Okay, here we are having 6 kinds of header tags in the HTML. They are H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. H1 is the biggest and largest display, and H6 is the smallest display. So let us see about them right now. Okay, so I just give here one. Gave here one welcome CSS. All right, or welcome HTML, and second tag, third tag, fourth tag, fifth tag, sixth tag. So here I am going to give you second one, third, and fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay, and here also second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay, so let us see the output of this in our UI. Okay, 1 second. So these are the different header tags like a H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. Okay, so you will find all these in input output like this. Welcome HTML, welcome HTML, and this is H1, H2, and H3, H4, and H5, and H6. Okay, so these are the different header tags we have. So if anyone asks in your interview, you are asking like what are the different HTML tags we have, then we can definitely go and tell like H1 to H6 tags we are having. 6 types of header tags we have. Okay. So let us see about para tag right now. Okay. So I have here one para tag starts with the P. Okay. So here para tag. Okay, so here I just started with this para, this dot, this is a para tag. This is about New York is city in USA. Okay, so this will give the information about, you can able to give some text here, you can able to give some information to this para tag. Okay, so we can see the output of this para tag, how it is formed in my browser, right? So I can refresh this one, and yeah, I think I didn't save this one. Now I think you will find it. This is a para tag. New York City is in USA. City in USA. Okay. So in this para tag, I can able to make a particular specific text to bold or italic, whatever I want, right? So for doing that, you can make it like this: New York, and I am going to give here New York, and within the bold I am going to give the particular word into the bold, like New York, New York, like that. So now I can find the particular word alone in the bold bold letters. Okay, can I able to change it in the italic format? Yeah, I can able to change that to the italic format. Okay, you can able to change that to the italic format. So can you able to break this line? I want to break this line to the next line. Yeah, I can able to break that with BR tag. BR is for breaking. Okay, I can able to break this tag to the next line. Okay, so BR is the tag, use it for the breaking the line. So all these H1 and H2 and H3, H4, H5 and also para and also BR. These are the HTML elements. Okay, so these are the HTML is everything from starting tag to the ending tag. So these are the few elements. So we can nest one HTML tag to the another HTML tag. So you can find here only one tag, but inside that I have nested with two different tags. Likewise, I can able to nest, I can able to merge one or two tags into one particular HTML tag. Okay. Yeah, now we can able to see now one anchor tag and we will see the attributes in the anchor tag. We just up to now the elements alone means we just gave some elements, but we didn't see the attributes inside it. Attributes are nothing but they are parameters for that element, HTML element. Okay, so let us think I have here one anchor tag. So I am going to give here some https and I'm going to give colon and forward slashes google.com, www.google.com. So this is Google. Okay, so let me give this one, and if I click on this anchor tag, it will go for this website address. Okay, so let us see this one in the browser and how this uh, it is rendered. And also this here, this a is for anchor tag and href is a attribute. A is a element, href is a attribute. This is a anchor tag. Okay, this is a anchor tag. So let me quickly go to the page and see. Yeah, this is a Google. This is Google. If I click on that, I will find out the Google. Okay, that's how the anchor tag will work. It will work like it. No, the destination will be some other web page. So you will be routing from the current web page, and it will be overridden on your current web page. Okay, and if you want to give in a different, if you want to give uh, the particular website address into a different web page, right? At that time you have to go for target blank. I will show you that one right now. Yeah, I am going to give here target is equal to underscore blank. Okay, 1 second. So if I am giving here target equal to underscore blank, what will happen is this Google, whatever I have, once I have clicked on this Google link, it will go to the next tab and it will open. So let us see what the result is happening in the browser. 1 second. I'm going to refresh this one more time, and I think it's not saved properly. Yeah. So now you can find here, I am going to open this in a different tab. Okay, that's how in general that anchor link will work. If you want to overload in current page, you no need to give target equal to underscore blank, else you can able to mention. If you want to open that a link in a separate tab, you have to mention like target attribute with underscore blank. Okay, so we will see some style attribute. Okay, we will see style attribute. So I have here para element, and in this para element I just want to give the color has some aqua or something. So what will happen is it will change the text of within the para alone into the aqua. Okay, the all the letters what is mentioned inside this para tag, they will be converted into aqua color. Okay, so let us save this one and check. Yeah, okay, you can able to see all are changed, so it's like blurry. So let's go for some red. Okay, I think you can able to see now. Okay, so this is style is also one of the attribute of HTML element. Okay, and also we will see one more attribute, that is language. Okay, so we can able to mention the language in the main root HTML, like lang equal to, this is an one of the attribute, this is one of the attribute, lang attribute. Here we have to give like en hyphen us, capital U and capital S. So this will mention like we are declaring the, we are going to write the form in the format of English US. Okay, this is language is one of the attribute. So whatever the language you are using in this current document, all will be mentioned in the format of English. Okay, and also you can able to mention the title in the one more attribute we will see, that is known as title. Okay, so I started here one para, and I am going to give here like I am tool. Okay, tooltip likewise I give, and I'm going to give here some example, like title or something, title para. Okay, so now you will be finding this in your para here, like title para. Okay, so this is like you can this title attribute is added to the para tag. The value of this title attribute will be displayed as a tooltip uh, when you are moving the mouse on it. Okay, so when you move the mouse on this title, definitely it will be moved to the, it will be showed in the format of uh, it will be showed in the format of a tooltip. Okay, so you can able to find here one tooltip kind. See, if I am going for this para, I will be finding I am tooltip, right? So that's how it will work. Okay, you can able to mention the tooltip of a para with title attribute. Okay, with title attribute. So, and one more thing I want to tell you about the para tag is, it's like you can able to if there are some spaces in between the para tag, it will merge all the spaces between the words, and it will show us the passage. It will show us the para as a particular passage. So let us think. I started one para tag here, and here I am going to give some spaces between we in New York City. City. and it's give like so though I gave here some spaces between the words, okay, within the paradigm it will definitely make like into one particular passage and it will give to us. So let us test this one. Okay, so you can able to see that output here. We and R are having a big space here, but here you can able to find like they are all merged to one particular para. Okay, and one more we will see pre-tag. Pre-tag preserves the both spaces and line breaks. Okay, so if you have any line break in para, what will happen is it will match the line break also. So let us think this Japan and this you are in both are in different lines. Though they are in different lines, they will be merged in the same format only. It won't preserve the lines and spaces. So for in such cases, you can go for pre-tag. Pre-tag will help us to save the spaces or line breaks, whatever we are entering in the HTML. Right? Right. So we'll see that right now. So let me go for one pre-tag here, and I'm going to give the same value inside this pre-tag. Okay. So if I give here, if I give the information here, so what will happen now? It will preserve the spaces and lines as it is. Whatever it is there, it will show as same. The reflection will be same. Okay. So in this, we will see somewhat one background color property of style attribute. Okay. So I want to change the body's background color to some blue or light blue or something. Okay. I can go and enter here some style, and here I can go and give you the background color, which will give the background color for your total body of your total HTML page, right? So for that, this body color is like property name. This whatever the value we are giving here is like property value. Okay, style is like an attribute, and body is like an element. So body tag is an element, style is an attribute. Inside the attribute, I can have property and the value. So once I give this, I mean the background as light blue, whatever the tags within this are applicable for background color as light blue. Okay. So let us check this one right now. Okay. So I can able to find the entire DOM or entire body as became light blue. Okay. That is the importance of background color tag. Okay. So and one more thing is like uh, I can able to format the elements. I can able to format the elements. So let us think I can able to format a particular text of with a bold or no bold or strong and italic, emphasized and mark and small, delete and insert, subscript text and superior, super subscript, superscript. So these are the different ways of formatting a. So these are different ways of formatting a particular element. Okay. So let us go ahead and then check right now. So here I am going to give one para now here. Para, para here. Within this para, I just want to change this. Asia, right? Just want to change this Asia to some bold, right? So let us see now what is output in the DOM, how it will happen. Okay, so we can find here the Asia as in the bold color. Okay, that is bold tag, and I can also go for one more tag, that is strong tag. Okay, in this strong tag I can able to mention like some globe or something. Now you can see differences between these two, strong and bold. This is also one of the formatting element, and one more formatting element we have, that is italic. Okay, to make a particular element as italic, we have to go for I. Okay, so Italy, again here Italy, uh, and I just want to check like that right now. So let me check it. Yeah, Italy is there, right? So it became in italic format. Italic format. So I can break this if I want, and I can also break this one if I want. And, and I want to make some text emphasized. Emphasize like I just want to make like some particular text into emphasized manner. Okay. So to do that, I will the tag is like em is a tag to emphasize a particular text. Em. Yeah. This is emphasized. This is emphasized, and here you can able to see that this is how the emphasized text look like. Okay. It will emphasize the text with semantic importance. Okay. And one more thing I have, that is small text. So let me break this one here, and I just want to give a particular in a particular para. I just want to mention some text into small letters. Okay, so let me go ahead and then do it. China or something. Now you can able to find the China in the small compared to all these. This is small, small actually, right? And one more thing is like mark. I just want to mark an element, mark an particular element to strike it off or something. You can able to do with mark attribute. Mark element. So within this mark element, I can able to give here like some um, okay. I just want to check Hong Kong. Then able to mark it as it like an some highlighted text. Okay, and one more thing we have is like delete. Okay, I just want to delete some Hong Kong, like I will tell is in Asia. Okay, I just want to delete this line while it is rendering. So while it is rendering, I just want to delete this particular Asia text. Okay, so now you can find since Asia is deleted. It's hashed. Can you see the horizontal line on top of Asia? Okay, so it will be deleted. Okay. And also you can insert. You can insert it's a particular text. To insert a particular text, ins is the tag. Ins is the tag. So here I can go for some world. Okay. So now you can find like in the world, right? So that's how insert. That's how insert will work. Okay, that's how insert will work. Yeah, and we can able to now we can see some subscript element, subscripted subscripted text. So subscripted text is defined with sub. Okay, it is defined with sub. So let me go and do this sub. Sorry for that. Sub. Okay, and here like I'm giving I'm giving some country name here. So let me give it some Kenya or something. So here we can go and refresh. It came down user. So that's like an subscript. It's like an script, but it is a sub of that script. Okay, it is a subspace or sub element of the script. There is one more tag we have, that is a superscripted. So to superscripted, it will mention the text little above the current script. Okay. So script, it is represented with SUP. SUP. Okay. So here I am giving some United Kingdom. Okay. So yeah. So you can see that the current row is different, and this whatever it is there, uh, it's little different, right? So it went little up than the current word line. So this kind of text is called superscripted element. One of the element, superscripted element. So these are the few different elements we are having in the to mention particular text: bold, strong, italic, emphasized, small, and mark, and delete, insert, and subscripted, superscripted. Okay, so these are the different element tags we have while we are defining a text. So we will see some other quotations within a para tag. In a para tag, we can see some quotations actually. So those quotations are one is the Q, one is Q, and one more is like a abbreviation to start with ABBR, and one more is like address ADDRESS, and one more is like site. Site is site element which will define the title of the work. So site site, and one more thing is like video bidirectional override, and also block code block. So we will see these different tags, how they will work inside a para. So first we will jump into the quotation. So let us go for Q, and here I am this Q. I am going to give here some www some. I'm going to give here some pair. First, I will start with one para. That would be nice. So already within the para, I can have here within a para. I am going to give here some Q, and I'm going to give here some quotations. Okay, some quotation from this para. Suppose CCA, or you can give some WHO, World Health Organization. It will Health Organization. So I can give, you can see like World Health Organization is in quotes, double quotes. Okay, and also you can block quote. We have one more, that is block quote. Okay, block quote. So within this block quote, it is something like it will defines the element, defines element a section. This element defines element section that is to be quoted from other source. Means it will differ. It will be differed from the uh, existing. I mean, whatever para it is done, or from the existing elements. So let us jump and see how it will come. Right. So http://google.com, and here I am going to have some best search engine. Okay, let's check this one. So it will go and give a separate code for your total. It will give a separate code from the existing element and show us in a different format. Okay, that's about block code. And abbreviation. Abbreviation is like, it's like an or acronym. It's like it marks as abbreviation can give useful information to the browsers and uh, and for the search engines. Okay, so I just want to give here some abbreviation tag here. So I just want to break this one first, but not having any confusion. And I'm going to give the ABBR approach, and I'm going to give it 20, and here I am giving like some world organization. Okay, it's like WHO. Okay. So now you can able to find one World Health Organization as a particular abbreviation, right? You can find it. World Health Organization. Yeah, you can able to find the abbreviation in the tooltip, right? That's how it is. That how it will work. As you know, title will give us the tooltip. We already saw this one in this example. And one more thing we can go for is the address. Okay. Just want to give one click here. Go for address. Select ADD or ESS address. So whatever we are going to give here, let us think like if we are giving any address, it will be mentioning in the address format. So it will be like written uh, by joy, joy, and I am giving some break, and I am giving some no. So that's how we can go for the address tag. Can give some text over here. So let us let us take some few things and just do some. is some for. Okay. So and now I can see this one like this. And this is how a header tag will look like in general. Okay. So one more thing is like we are going to have site. So we will see one more one more tag, that is site tag. So for this site tag, we are going to have here some para, and I'm going to give some painting or something like, or I will give some statement. Okay. So London is in England. Okay. So it's a site. It will define the title of the work. It will define the title of the work. So if my para is my document, and I am going to do the title of that with site, CAT site, and I want to give here the major uh, about what we are discussing here. We are discussing about London, right? So now you can find it like this. London is in England. Okay, that's how the site tag will work. And one more we'll see, that is video bidirectional or right. Okay, so let us go for video tag. VDO is mentioned with VDNO. Okay, and the direction is like I am going to display the text in the format of right to left. Okay, RTL. Okay, right to left. So in this, I am going to view here this text is for video. Okay, right. Okay. So if I go and check this right to left, I'll be finding, yeah, from right to left it is like this. It will be coming in the format of, you know, right to left format. And if I want to change to the left to right, I want to change this to left to right, I can do one operation here, that is L A R. So you can find here some break here, and then you can find left to right. This text is for video. Okay. So these are the different tags we have. They are these are like some quotation related tags: Q, ABBR, address, and site, and video and block code. So these are the different tags we are having here. So if you want to make a comment, if you want to make a comment of a particular, if you want to make a comment for a particular tag or something, you can do like this. So if I want to comment this one, you can go for one less than and one exclamatory mark and two hyphens. And I can give here wherever, up to wherever I want to comment. That's how a comment will work. If you want to comment the HTML code, that's how it will uh, operated. Okay, with less than exclamatory mark, hyphen and hyphen. So so that is like a multiple comments, multiple multiple lines comment. Okay. And also you can also mention like if I want to for your reference and your while you are coding. I want to do this for BDO. You can give here for BDO, and if you want to give some this for address while you are verifying the code, just want to know about this one is for your address, right? You can give address. Likewise, you can put some placeholders like which will give the information about your current HTML page. So you no need to next time you no need to go and check where it is here. So they are just like a shortcuts. Okay. So I will stop up to here. Thanks for watching.